All right, Salakia. We're going to start back up. We're going to start by giving all praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakwadash.
Rakakwadash.
All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the brothers pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the brothers and sisters listening and learning, the hopeful elect. So what we was just talking about before, all right, the live stream went off. Salakia about that. You know, it was my fault. They didn't charge the battery enough. Um, but before the live stream went out, we was talking about how things are going to be bad. Things are going to be really bad, all right, in that time. But the Lord's going to have a hedge of protection about his men. The hedge of protection that he had in the Garden of Eden. All the way back then when it came to Adam. All right, from all the dangers upon the earth. He's going to build up, he's going to lift up that standard again on the earth. All right, there's going to be puny men and there's going to be the men of the Lord. That's what's going to happen on the earth again. And it's going to be like that forever. It's going to stay like that forever. All right, so what was we reading?
Isaiah
Con.
30 and 12.
Con. One more time for me, y'all.
Isaiah 30 and 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
That's right.
Swelling out high in a high wall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Verse 14. And he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces.
That's right. So listen, that wall is going to be broken into pieces like I said glass, but like a potter's vessel, man, like pottery. All right, you drop a vase on the ground, that's how it's going to be broken, man. And how else is going to be broken, brother?
And he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces.
Yep.
And he shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a sherd to take fire from the hearth.
That's right. So there's going to be no protection in that time period. There's going to be no protection. All your protection is going to be broken in pieces. All right, Esau, his what? His whole system of governance, you know, his police force, all that's going to be broken in pieces, man. All civilization as we know it is going to cease to exist. It's going to go back to the Wild Wild West, man. It's going to be even worse than that. All right? He says, not even a potsherd to take fire from the hearth. You know? There's going to be nothing. No type of protection. Are we ready for that? Are we getting ourselves spiritually armored for that time? Who's giving you the spiritual armor for that time? What prophets are telling you about these times on the earth? Ain't much out here, man. There's only a few prophets that's telling you that, man. A few groups of people that's telling you that. Those are the true prophets that we should be listening to. Not these camps that's telling you about prosperity, loving your wife, being a good husband to your wife. Man, all that, that's good. That's good. But the real thing we should be focused on is getting spiritually ready for what's about to happen. Operating in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, when you operate in the spirit, you ain't talking about, yeah, I'm gonna get guns so I can fight against Esau, so I can protect myself. We're gonna walk around the block. We're gonna protect the block. No, nobody talk. Fuck the block, man. The block ain't gonna be there. The block gonna get obliterated, man. That's what's gonna happen to the block, man. The block, but be nothing but dust and and what is it? What is it, man? What they call the bones that got cremated? What they call it? Dust and ashes, man. That's what the block gonna be. Dust and ashes. What you protected? You got the power to protect something, man. From the Lord? From the Lord's judgment, you got the power to protect the block. Ain't no Chinese. Let me stop. they, they gonna do the video dirty. You got it, bro.
I'll start from the top. Isaiah 30 and 14. And he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it, assured to take fire from the hurt.
What's it say, man? He shall not spare. So there's gonna be no protection in that time period. All right, what's it say in Ezekiel? Ezekiel 9. Right? It says, spare not men nor women, little children. The Lord ain't sparing nothing because they all deserve judgment because their iniquity increased. They allowed their iniquity to increase. That was their lot. All right? Now, I mentioned Zechariah 3. There's more in that?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, come on.
He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it, assured to take fire from the earth, or to take water withal out of the pit.
That's right. So what's gonna happen, man? Famine? You ain't got nothing, man. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing to drink from, right? You ain't got nothing to set your fire to. All that stuff is supposed to keep you alive. There ain't gonna be no protection that time. That's basically what it's saying, no protection. And the Lord's not gonna spare nobody. So can we get Zechariah 3? Because this is talking about the last days, man. Zechariah 3. If we don't know it, but it's talking about these last days. It's talking about Jacob's trouble. Briefly. You got it, bro. Start at 1.
All right, come on. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 3, verse 1. And he showed me Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of the Lord.
Joshua the high priest represents Israel in this chapter right here. It represents Israel. All right, there was a Joshua who led Israel in the wilderness. All right. Yahweh name is translated into Joshua, right? So, and who's the body of Yahweh? It's the elect. So this is representing of the elect of Israel. You got it, bro.
And Satan standing at his right hand to resist him.
All right, Satan is always going to be there to resist us. All right? The physical counterpart of Satan, Esau, Edom, the adversary, not the adversary, the accuser of our brother, he's there to resist us, right? Right? Go ahead, bro.
And the Lord said unto Satan, the Lord rebuked thee, O Satan, even the Lord that had chosen Jerusalem rebuked thee.
That's right. There's going to be a time where the Lord's like, listen, Satan, your job's done. No more. No more. Your job's done. Why? You got it.
Is not this a brand plucked out of the fire?
What's a brand plucked out of the fire, man? The Lord put us through a furnace. He put us through a furnace of adversity. And we came out and we shone like gold, man. So he's calling it right here, he's calling it a brand plucked out of the fire. So that's what's going to happen to Israel, the elect of Israel. There's going to be a time period where the Lord's like, no more. You guys have shown forth as gold. You guys have been tried as gold is tried, and as silver is tried in the furnace.
Now Joshua was clothed with filthy garments,
Uh-huh.
and stood before the angel. And he answered and spake unto those that stood before him, saying, Take away the filthy garments from him.
What happened?
And
The fleshly body that we have, the sinful flesh, you know, just you know, our spirit, the sins that we've had, all that's gonna be purged from us, man. So he's taking away the filthy garments, right?
And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thine iniquity to pass from thee, and
That's
I
right.
will clothe thee with a change of raiment.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Let them set a fair mitre upon his head.
That's right, because what did the Lord say, man? We should be rulers, ruling over the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, he also said we should be a nation of kings and priests. What does king and priest wear? They wear the mitre. Well, they call it, some people call it the mitre, and some people call it the mitre. You know, that's what they wear, and that's a crown. It's a crown. The kings and priests wear crowns. All right, what does the Lord say? He said he should set 12 crowns upon us. All right? So that's what's happening here to the high priest. All right? Which represents the priesthood, the elect. You got it.
So they set a fair mitre upon his head, and clothed him with garments. And the angel of the Lord stood by. And the angel of the Lord protested unto Joshua, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, If thou wilt walk in my ways, and if thou wilt keep my charge, then thou shalt also judge my house, and shalt also keep my courts, and I will give thee places to walk among these that stand by.
That's right. Now, the Lord deals when the Lord mentions, when things are prophesied like that, the Lord, he ain't just meaning one thing. All right, now this was talking about a man as well, who we believe to be
High priest, right? Not yet,
Ariel. Yeah, Ariel, who we believe to be high priest Ariel. You know, we believe that to be high priest Ariel, but it also represents the priesthood of Israel. You know, high priest Ariel, he passed away, right? That doesn't mean that the Lord can't take away his filthy garments and put on clean garments, you know, a nice set of raiment, and make him ruler. You know, who are we to say the Lord can't do that? But dust and ashes. Why is dust and ashes proud, man? You know, we gotta remain humble in this thing. But if you stick to the Lord, stick to his law, statutes, and commandments, he's gonna make you like the high priest Joshua. He's gonna make you ruler in the land. A ruler, not in the land like this. This ain't no prosperous land, man. He's gonna make you ruler in a fruitful land. Everywhere you walk, there's gonna be righteousness and gladness, and people praising the Lord for you, about you. All right, your stories are gonna be told throughout the ends of the earth, throughout the ends of the universe, man. There's gonna be too much of us on the earth, man. We're gonna populate the earth, and then we're gonna move on to other planets. It tells you that in Isaiah 19, man. It tells you a little one should say, this place is too small for me. So what he gotta do? He gotta go off into other planets. He said, I'm gonna start my family there. There's another planet with water and the good stuff. There's another planet with diamonds and gold and all that stuff. They say gold comes from outer space. How do you think we got gold? You know, gold is from outer space, man. That's why it's all in the rivers and stuff like that. The cracks in the rivers and stuff. That's where you find gold. You find it in dirt, but dirt that's been cracked up. Because it's nothing but space liquid that's been dashed upon the earth. Space liquid, man. There's planets full of gold. We're going to come back from those planets. That's how our streets are going to be paved with gold, man. Damn, drone. Well, Esau gotta watch us, man. Anyway, I'm going off. I mean, not going off, but can we get Isaiah 19? I think it's 20. No, that's not 25. My phone, man. Slovakia. Oh, here it is. It might be 17. I just want to deliver the point. But we about to close out. 17, 25. Y'all got it?
Yep, Isaiah 19.
Yeah.
All right, this is Isaiah 19, verse 17. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt.
No.
You talking about the mansions or?
All right. Let me get it. Please. Small.
Here, man.
Oh no, he said too straight for me.
You said two straight.
All right. All right, right here.
What is it?
All right, here it is.
I got you, bro. It's 49:20. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 20. The children which thou shalt have, after thou hast lost the other, shall say again in thy ears, the place is too straight for me. Give place to me that I may dwell.
Yeah, man, this thing is too small, man. It's cramped. Give place that I may dwell, man. It's a like a, what is metaphor? Not a metaphor, but it's just a playing on words, man. It's a figure of speech, man. This place, I'm too cramped here. We got too much people on this planet. We gotta go to the next planet. Go ahead.
Then shalt thou say in thy heart, who hath begotten me these?
What? Exactly. Who have begot me these? Seeing what?
Seeing I have lost my children.
Seeing I have lost my children. Because what's it say? A little one should be 1,000. Something like that.
Yeah.
And then it says like something should be a nation. Like basically your children are going to turn into a nation of people. So we got 144,000 elect of the elect men, right? Then we got 1/3 of Israel who have been saved and have salvation. And they have been changed as well, right? Now each one of us, our little one's going to be turned into a nation. So, you're looking at it like, hey, you're going to come back from a long trip. Your trip going to be 100 years. You're going to come back and be like, damn, how much children I got? How much I got? Who have begot me these? Whose son is you? Oh, you my son's son. Whose son is you? Oh, you my son's son again.
It's like 1 billion Moabites on the earth right now, right?
Right, exactly. You're going to be looking like, damn, I got so much children. All right, what else?
It says, then shalt thou say in thy heart, who hath begotten me these, seeing I have lost my children, and am desolate, a captive, and removing to and fro.
Now, really, who's really saying that? It's Jacob. You can say Jacob, or you can say Jerusalem. Because sometimes Jerusalem is mentioned as a woman, right? The city of Jerusalem. But all in all, it's talking about Israel being that great people that has flourished, that's been fruitful. Who have begotten me these, seeing that I have been captive and moving to and fro? Who's been captive and moving to and fro? Was it not Jerusalem? Isn't the people, isn't Jerusalem the people before it's a place? We're the ones who have been captive and moving to and fro. So when we see that we got all these children, right? We're gonna be like, oh man, praise the Lord. We're gonna give all thanks to the Lord. All praise is gonna be to Yahweh Bashim Hashai. Go ahead.
Then shalt thou say in thy heart, who hath begotten me these,
Uh-huh.
seeing I have lost my children, and am desolate, a captive, and removing to and fro? And who hath brought up these? Behold, I was left alone. These where had they been? Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles, and set up my standard to the people. And they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders.
Man, that's our salvation. That's our salvation happening upon the earth. Go ahead, up.
And the king and kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers.
And what is that? That's us subjecting the nations, man. All right, ain't no damn voluntary servitude up in this bitch. You're gonna be slaves. Vocab Malone. You got it.
They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
That's right. So that's what we're gonna inherit. All right, as long as we stay with the Lord, as long as we stay in the Lord, man, we're gonna have bountiful children. All right, Jerusalem gonna say, who gave me these, right? And we're gonna also say, we're gonna also come back from our long trips, because time ain't gonna be nothing to us. We're gonna come back from a 100-year trip. You know, we're gonna be like, how many children I got? You know, one turned into 1,000, 1,000 turned into 1,000,000. I ain't got no place for y'all. Y'all gotta go to this other planet, you know, that I just been to. You know, I've been to that planet probably like 50 years ago. Y'all gotta go there. There's too much of y'all.
Right, man.
And it's gonna be beautiful, man. I'm telling you, man. Esau think he explored, man. We're gonna explore. That's what we coming into. Man, and we're gonna close out. We're gonna close out with that, you know. The Lord, He's gonna give men crowns, man, rulership. And what He's gonna do to the 2/3 of our people, they're gonna be destroyed. They're gonna come back into the kingdom. They're gonna be in their right mind again. But they're not gonna rule. The men that stick with Him now, they're gonna rule. And Esau is gonna be put down, man. Esau is gonna be a slave. He's gonna be lower than a slave. He gonna be, but Esau gonna be so low, you know, and Harry, you know, you would think we'd use him as a doormat, but he too dirty to be used as a doormat. He too dirty for us to step foot on him, man. Esau's like a roach. If he get out of line, he's killed. Done. And then after he's finished his work, you go back into your cave. Go back into your cave underneath the earth. You know that those theories that we had like an underground, there's like an underground utopia underneath the water surface. Y'all ever heard of that?
Like Atlantis or something?
Oh, not Atlantis, but there's like underneath the earth crust, there's like water, but there's also like oxygen, and like they got a second sun underneath the earth. Well, we're gonna make something like that for Esau, bro. We're gonna make something like that. We're gonna get underneath the earth. You know? We're gonna have a big ass boulder. You get underneath there. We don't want you out. But with that being said, man, our Lord willing, this camp was edifying. We want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Garkodash. All right, the water to all the brothers and sisters listening and learning. All right, shalom. Shalom.